Weather held off long enough for the Mud Hens to wrap up their series with the Syracuse Mets, and it was a sunshine and hoodies type of day downtown. Hey, it's April in the Glass City. What do you expect? Bottom of the first, Toledo already up 1-0. Bases loaded for Jermaine Palacios. They're not loaded anymore. Headed to Mike Hessman home run alley. Grand slam. Hens up 5-0. That was the only hit of the inning. Alex Faedo getting the start on the mound with plenty of early run support. Turns in his best outing of the young season. 4 innings, 5 Ks, doesn't allow a hit. Bottom of the second, Hens back at it. Andre Lipsius with the worm burner right up the middle. Parker Meadows scores. Meadows 2 for 4, 2 runs and a rib. And then in the fourth inning, 2 Hens on the pond for Justin Henry Malloy. Infielder batting close to .350. Drives in Brendan Davis as Toledo would build an 11-0 lead. Then in the 7th, Brendan Davis adding to it with the solo homer, his 4th of the year. Toledo wins big, 12-2 the final. Donnie Sands a 3-hit day as well as we welcome in Matt Melzak and Jim Weber.
All right, thanks. Back out here at Fifth Third Field. Jim, I think when you go back and you look at this game, all you have to do is go back to the first inning and go, you know what? You had a whole bunch of walks.
Yeah.
You had 1 hit in the inning. It left the yard. You scored 5 runs. The game was basically over.
And that's all you needed because they would only wind up with a couple of runs. But the fact is, we were so used to watching Syracuse jump in front early. Well, the tables turned today as the Mud Hens got the 5. The bases loaded walk to Jonathan Davis, and then the grand slam for Jermaine Palacios. 5-0. From there, you go on to a 12-2 win. The Mud Hens go to the off day on a high, and Indianapolis coming in next.
Yeah, they split this series, 3 games for Syracuse, 3 for Toledo. But when you were down 3-1 at one point in this week-long series, to come back and split, win the last 2, set you up nicely going forward.
Yeah, and the key to that was yesterday when we were behind and came back and won late in the game. That was the key. They just kept on rolling today. Of course, a little wildness didn't hurt the Mud Hen cause, as the starting pitcher especially had a problem finding that strike zone in the first inning.
On the other side, you had the best start of the year for Alex Faedo. He looked dominant.
Yeah, it's too bad he didn't go further. I mean, he didn't give up anything, right? He went 4 innings, allowed nothing with 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. The only base runner was the 1 walk.
Yeah, he pitched on Wednesday, so not a surprise there. A little bit on the shorter rest that they probably took him out a little early, but boy, he looked really sharp today. His best outing for the Mud Hens, and they finish it off with a game that was basically over after the first inning. We don't get to say that too often in the game of baseball, but it certainly was that way today as the Mud Hens end the week with a 12-2 win. Let's send it back to you now in the studio.